What's going on, people? It's the Xbot 448, and today I'm bringing you a review for the game called FIFA 14. Now, as I'm doing this review, I just want you guys to keep in mind that I have never owned a FIFA game before in my life. The only other soccer / international football game that I ever really played was World Cup South Africa, and I had a blast playing that. I played the local multiplayer with a couple of my friends, and we used to tear up the computer, and it was just incredibly fun. Now, as far as this game goes, I do have to say I believe that this game is a good way for people who don't necessarily know the sport of soccer or international football, and want to try to learn it. I mean, it's a fun game to play, and the reason why I say that this would be a good way to learn it is the gameplay mechanics in and of itself. They can be either be as simplistic as you want or as technical as you want, and the reason why I say that is with the simplicity, you have the 4 buttons. The A button's to pass, the X button will pass the ball in the air. All right, the Y button is called the lead pass. Now, when you think of lead pass, think about in American football, a quarterback hitting the wide receiver with a pass in mid stride while he's running. So basically, you're shooting the ball ahead of him, and he's catching up to it. All right. A good way to learn the game, I found, is to start a career with your own created player, and only pick that player to play with. So let the rest of your team be computer controlled. They'll actually have little things to show you where you're supposed to be on the field and such. Definitely be a striker first, because a striker's main goal is to score goals. All right. And just to let you know, the shoot button is B in this game. So with that being said, you could definitely learn the game in and of itself. I also feel that the one main rule that you need to know when you pick up this game is the rule of offsides. Definitely look it up. Basically, it states that you can't pass to somebody on your team if there's no defender or anybody from the opposite team kind of like ahead of them. All right, it doesn't have to be directly ahead of them, it just has to be ahead of them. Let me know if you want me to explain this further. I'll try to write it in the comments. If you want me to make a video, I'll definitely tell you about it. But as far as the review goes, the graphics, the graphics aren't anything to really brag about. They're really nice. The gameplay is really fluid, and I think all in all, if it wasn't for EA Access, I would give this game a 7.5. But with the value of EA Access, and for $30 a year, you get the 4 games at the start. They're adding more games, exclusive to the X1, and then FIFA 14 is one of the first 4 games. It bumped the rating up from a 7.5 to a solid 8, because you can't. I mean, the value of EA Access is absolutely incredible. So I definitely suggest putting in even trying the month for $5 and seeing how you like it. But I definitely suggest getting EA Access. I definitely suggest playing this game. This game's absolutely awesome. I'm having an incredible time playing it. But yeah, so this is a solid 8. But as for now, this is the Xbot 448, and I am definitely signing off.